Incredible Buzz. I'm Patty.
And I'm Chris, and today we're going to talk about eating better. Last time we talked about possibly dieting, and I did not accept Patty's challenge, but she's starting to work on eating better, and I've started walking. So we've actually started working on it.
We just
in
both
our
need
own
to
way.
get on board with both things.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you said yesterday, and you've been eating better,
I
eating more
literally
healthy.
just started yesterday because I waited until after the holidays, of course. Well, whatever.
You know, there's always a holiday though, so you're gonna have to
I
resist.
know. But I did. Since I got up yesterday morning, I had no candy, no pop, no cookies, no junk food of any kind whatsoever. And I just had one snack in the morning and one in the afternoon. It was a little orange, or like a tangerine. And for my snack last night, I had grapes, and I was very proud of myself because I'm a huge, sugar junkie, sweet tooth. But I do need to start implementing, exercising with it, but one day at a time, and that was enough just doing the food part yesterday, just to keep myself focused on that. So actually today, I'm going to start adding some exercise to it, and we'll see how it goes.
Well, even just walking, if you get somebody to walk with you. Because my friend and I are walking, we're walking between a mile and a half a day, most days. And I can tell a difference. It's easier to, and we're walking where there are hills. So instead of, if we walk around my house, it's, you've either got huge hills down and back, we're avoiding that, but we found by her house you can go, they're pretty good hills, and so that'll make a difference for us, and we can just tell it's getting easier. We're adding a little more each time.
Right.
So by the time winter comes and we don't feel like walking anymore, we'll be in shape.
Well, no, that's good.
Then we have to survive winter.
Yeah, that's good that you're doing that. I know I have to do both because it just, one doesn't work without the other, really. If you want to
Yeah. Well,
get
and
healthy.
if you just do something, because the thing is, if you do something too drastic, the other day I was editing our piece on losing weight,
Yeah.
and I turned on TV while I was working on it, and The View came on, and they were talking about losing weight.
Mhm.
And the one girl said that she had done Dancing with the Stars,
Mhm.
and she said, really, realistically, she was dancing 10 to 12 hours a day.
Wow.
And she showed a picture where you could see her six-pack coming in.
Right.
She said, I was developing this six-pack. She says, now I look at myself and I'm 8 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
She said, and then I thought, then this is the lady on The View, said, realistically, who can keep that pace
Right.
of exercising 10 to 12 hours a day?
Right.
She said, so
Right.
what you have to do is be realistic. So if you would start walking 100 miles a week, you're not going to keep that up. But if you can
Right.
just, watch what you eat and walk that mile or two a day,
Mhm.
that's more likely that you'll keep doing it
Sure.
than if you do something too drastic, I think is what it is.
Because I did think about a boot camp type thing, but I didn't do it for that reason. I
Yeah.
thought, for 3 months, great, I'm going to do this, and that, just like I should. But then for the next few months after that, I either maintain that the rest of my life or I go back to normal. So I thought that won't work. So this is just a lifestyle thing. I'm just, watching what I eat, and I'm avoiding all of the junk food like I should have been anyway all along, and adding some exercise.
But so realistically though, how hard is it going to be for you to always avoid the junk food? Because they say sometimes allow yourself a little
I
treat
do. When
because that's the only way you're going to be able to stay on it.
I did this about 5 or 6 years ago for like 6 months, and all I did was eat healthy and I walked.
Mm-hmm.
And it was great, but I did allow myself once a day, if I wanted it, I allowed myself one small piece of dark chocolate because I love chocolate and I love dark chocolate. And I could get it in little foil,
Yeah.
separate pieces. And some days I wouldn't even have one, but that was at night. If I really wanted chocolate or candy, I'd let myself have one of those. And then Sundays, I gave myself each Sunday to kind of do what I want.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't overdo it. I didn't have 3 candy bars and just eat junk all day.
No
But if
whole
I
cake
wanted
or
an
anything
ice
like
cream
that.
cone or something on a Sunday,
Yeah.
I'd have one. I would.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. You can't just,
Well, because
for
if
me,
you
all or
get
nothing.
too drastic, if you get
Yeah.
too drastic,
Yeah.
you're just going to fall off the wagon and not want to
Mhm.
go back. But they also say if you fall off the wagon, just say okay, oh well, and then go back on.
Oh, right. You don't want to
You know.
say, oh, forget it.
I blew it now. I might
now
as well
I
be off
can't
of it.
finish it. No, I agree. You
Yeah.
know, we're human, and if I slip and have a candy bar, which I hope I don't,
Yeah.
I'm not going to give up. I'll just say, well, that was stupid, and I'll just move on. But I agree with you. It's got to be moderation and realistic.
Well, and some people can't sit down and eat a piece of cake; they eat the whole cake. So
Right.
that's where you just got to learn to
It is moderation.
Yeah,
That's my
everything
dad
in
was really
moderation.
good about that. He liked chocolate, and he liked sweets, but he did everything in moderation,
Mhm.
which I don't. I wish I did, but I think I can make it work. The only time the reason I didn't stay with it last time, and it's a flimsy excuse, but it's true. I started it in, I think, February, and by July, it got hot and muggy out, and I was walking outside all the time,
Yeah.
and I cannot stand humidity. So instead of, choosing something else, I stopped walking, and then when I stopped walking, I started slipping back into kind of the old habits.
Sitting
And
watching
it,
TV
and it crept up on me again,
yeah.
So-
And so in our area, we've got winter to deal with, 20 below zero, so you're not gonna be walking outside. So if you can find, they have mall walking, they have all this other
Right,
stuff, and
right.
they have all the exercise places that give you deals. You
Mm-hmm.
could do that. I think for me, it's harder to talk myself into doing that stuff. I'll walk, I'll kayak, I'll do other stuff. So
Right.
kayaking is something maybe we should talk about here too.
Well,
in the
because
next
I
couple
do want
weeks.
to do that. I want
Yeah.
to get a kayak. I want to buy one, but I want to do it first.
Well, I think that we could do that sometime in the next couple weeks because kayaking works on your arm muscles, your core
I would
muscles
really
and
like
stuff
that
like that.
because,
Yeah,
as
especially.
I said, I do want to buy one, but I want to do it
Yeah.
before I actually go buy one.
Well, I think we should, and I like doing the river over in
Yeah,
Galena.
and
is
maybe
what I
we
like.
can show a
So,
little video of that.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, but then we have
Well,
to have
depends.
somebody along to video us. That would be the thing.
Bruce.
So then he'd go fishing
Now,
while we're.
cameraman's walking away again.
Yeah.
He's not going to do the kayak thing.
Well, he could go fishing while we're kayaking. He could just
There you
record
go.
us taking off or something like that. But
But anyway, yeah, I do want to do that. That'd
yeah,
be fun.
yeah, and
That kind of
I
stuff
know
is
that's
fun.
good on you. See, that's the thing.
Mhm.
If you do stuff that's fun
Right.
for you, you're going to be more likely to keep. Because if I walk once in a while, if I kayak once in a while,
Mhm.
if I go do something else, anything is
Right.
better than just sitting and watching TV every night.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it is a factor that we live in a climate where we have the 4 seasons, and winter is an issue. Do you join a gym? Do you just do a treadmill indoors? When you're used to being outside for 6 months,
You know,
it's hard.
I have some of those videos. When I was in my 20s, they had the 20-minute workout thing that we used to have
Mhm.
just a tape of, which were
Mhm.
that old, yeah. So a tape, and you would do the 20-minute workout. Well, I've got some videos now. If I can just make myself do them in the winter, that I could put in and work out with somebody, and
Right.
so that would be good. Hey, something else we talked about before was the food that we're eating. Because
Yeah.
we were talking about, when my son was little, and even now, people like to give their kids stuff like the fruit roll-ups, thinking that that's healthy.
Right.
But you gotta remember, just because it says fruit doesn't mean it's healthy.
Yeah.
If you look at the ingredients on some of that stuff, the highest ingredient is sugar or fruit corn syrup or
Yeah.
fructose or something like that. I found out things like Nutri-Grain bars and some of that stuff were better, healthier
Right.
than the fruit roll-up type things. So,
Right. That's a
so
good
you
point.
really have to watch. And what we were talking about, how if you eat the original fruit or vegetable, it's a lot healthier for you than something that's all processed and cooked.
Yes. hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, because healthy, or people will see 100 calories or low fat and they'll grab it. Well, I don't care if it's only 100 calories if it's all chemicals. If it's all processed crap, I don't want it anyway.
Yeah.
So that's hard, but you can do it. You just look at the food labels and don't buy things that have chemicals in them you can't pronounce, or they've got more than 5 ingredients, or there's some common sense things like that.
Yeah, well, and the thing is, like, I notice is that if you eat mushrooms and if you eat pickles and things like that are processed, well, then there's hardly any vitamins left in it. It's pretty
Yeah.
much salt and sugar and whatever else. So you're better off eating a cucumber and dipping it in something
Right.
than to have something that
Right.
processed. And,
Right, and that's a long learning curve there too, to really know, well, for example, last night I had spaghetti, and we buy the whole grain spaghetti, but the sauce is, I'm sure the sauce was processed, it was not organic.
Oh yeah.
Well, moving forward, I'll buy organic, pasta sauce, but I'm not gonna not eat that spaghetti because, oh my gosh, you have to have a starting point.
And organic too. Some things I don't know if it matters if it's organic or not, because organic just means there's no pesticides, no, So you gotta read the ingredients on whatever
You
you're
just
eating.
have to make sure, number one, it's truly organic, just because the label says so.
Yeah.
And don't fall for natural, because natural means nothing. Natural is a term the FDA allows, that all kinds of stuff can be under that umbrella. These are just a few common sense things I just happen to know, but I'm no expert. But I do believe, I did read where for fruits and vegetables, sometimes you're better off buying local farmers market produce and washing it real good than to buy the organic that may have been on a truck for a week or two from California because it's organic. Some kind of common sense things like
Yeah.
that. But you do have to make sure you wash your fruits and vegetables. I even wash the stuff that's organic. I mean,
Oh, you should wash it.
Yeah,
because
that's huge.
In the trip to
Oh.
here, it could get contaminated by anything.
Right, and I'm gonna bring up something else off track, but it's kind of related. The other day, before I started my healthy eating yesterday, I had a can of pop, it was a few days ago, over the holidays, and I rinsed the top of it under the water like I always do, and Mike said, "Why do you do that?" And I said, "People touch it, you know, it's in the stores, you know, it's in the warehouse, and everybody's touching the tops of them, and, you know, I'm kind of a weirdo that way, kind of a germ freak." And I said, I just don't want to, I just rinse them off. And he goes, "Oh, you know," he just wondered. Honest to God, that next day I read an article about some people at a party who got sick from either beer or pop cans that had some contamination on them from the factory or the warehouse or something. I don't know if it was if a rodent urinated on it. I don't know.
Oh yeah, because in the
I don't know
warehouses,
if
you
it's-
don't know what's in those
Exactly,
warehouses.
and so I thought, oh my God, that's another reason. I wasn't even doing it for any reason like that, but that's an even bigger reason. So we talk about washing our produce and things like that. Well, if you're gonna put your mouth right up to a can or something, wash that off too.
Well, even if
really.
you're not, when you're pouring out of it, it's still coming across that.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know, on your hands.
Yeah, you're
so,
right,
So
yeah.
yeah. So
That's just a little thing, but that bugged me. It was like,
yeah, it's just to be careful. It's
so
all.
rinse them off. I mean, what
Well,
do you
and
got to
even
lose by
lettuce
doing
and all that stuff, you know, E. coli and all that you have to
Oh,
worry
yeah.
about. You know, that's why getting it from the farmer's market and some of those places, or growing your own. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people that do pot gardens.
Mhm.
You know, you can grow your lettuce or whatever
Right.
in little pots, little boxes and
Right.
stuff like that. So, you know, I just think that there's so much stuff that you can do that,
There is.
that can.
And the internet,
is
again,
out there.
I'm always bringing that up. It is a good resource. Just, you know, look at your sources and watch what you read. Obviously, not everything out there is accurate, but
Yeah.
there are really good resources now
Mhm.
for that. Even homemade things like vinegar and different things to use as a vegetable wash,
Yeah.
things like
So,
that.
so have you ever grown stuff in like pots?
No, I really haven't. Flowers, but nothing to eat. But I would
Yeah.
like to do that.
We grew tomatoes last year, so.
Yeah, I was going to do tomatoes this year, and I just
Yeah.
didn't get it.
Yeah, it worked out very well, except we had a squirrel that wanted to eat our tomatoes, but otherwise it works well. You just have to stake it up and stuff like that. So,
Right.
so we got, and Bruce likes cherry tomatoes, so that works really well because you get a bunch of little cherry tomatoes and stuff. But we had a couple big tomatoes plants too, and that worked out well.
Yeah, that's a
So we're
good
gonna
idea.
try a few more things just this year, so we'll see how
That's
that
good.
goes. But anyway, so I guess we're out of time. We're gonna have to move on, and just want to remind you to check out IncredibleBuzz.com. Hey, and do us a favor, share some of our shows because we're trying to expand our audience base. So if you can share it for us, that would be great.
Yeah.
So, and we want to remind you that life should be an incredible buzz.